Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. Finally, Attorney General Josh Shapiro is running for governor. He just made it official a few minutes ago. Dennis Owens is here now with more. Dennis, you know, this wasn't a question of if he would run, just a matter of when he would announce it.
You could say it was the worst kept secret in the entire state, James. Josh Shapiro, a former state representative, a former Montgomery County commissioner, and current attorney general, has now set his sights on the state's top job. He released a slick campaign video branding himself as unafraid to take on the big guys like drug manufacturers or the Catholic Church, and protecting the little guy who may have been wronged. No other Democrat has announced for governor, which is strange given that it's a wide open seat next year. Tom Wolf is term limited, but there is Josh Shapiro in Pittsburgh, said he has a proven track record and is most qualified to be governor.
A thought for those who have been wronged, citizens who've been left out, and communities that have been forgotten. I've stood up for them, brought people together, and I've got things done. That's the kind of leadership we need right now.
Now, Shapiro is the only Democratic candidate for governor, but by no means the only candidate. Take a look at the large field, including several Republicans. They'll have to battle for the right to take on Josh Shapiro, and their strategy will be to tie the attorney general to Governor Wolf and Wolf's handling of the pandemic. The Republican Governors Association released a statement this morning before Shapiro made his announcement, saying in part, throughout the pandemic, Josh Shapiro has stood by Tom Wolf and his failed COVID policies that endangered Pennsylvania seniors, crushed the economy, and left the Keystone State with an unemployment rate well above the national average. Shapiro today distanced himself a bit from Wolf, saying that state government has not been responsive enough during the pandemic. It needs to do better, and he promised he will do better. And James, he promised lots of things to lots of people, as candidates often do when they're running for office. But he made a promise that I thought felt significant. He said, if anyone tries to restrict your voting rights or reproductive rights, as he says Republicans are doing right now in the legislature, which they control, he would veto it. A Republican governor, he says, would not. And that might be an important calculus for voters next November, next year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, so you did mention that he is the only Democrat running, and this was, as you also said, the worst kept secret in Pennsylvania politics. Is there any word out there of another Democrat maybe entering this race, or is it just going to be him?
We're not hearing it, which I'm surprised at. I don't know that that's a good thing for Josh Shapiro. Sometimes it's good to be in the mix a little bit in a primary to get you ready for the general election. But it appears the field has been cleared for Josh Shapiro. He's been raising money, and not quite sure why he waited. Perhaps he wanted to wait because he was just sworn in January for his second term as Attorney General. Had he announced much sooner, people would have said, you've only been on the job that we just sent you to a couple of months, and here you are jumping for governor. Perhaps he was trying to put as much distance as he could so that argument was muted a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these two sides play out, with him being the only Democrat and the whole lot of Republicans running for this seat.
But without question, I think he gets in. He's the favorite at this point to win the whole thing.
Yeah. All right, Dennis. Thank you very much. We'll see what happens from here.